Hello tech lovers, you join me as I'm about to check my latest Thriva results, but before we get into that, let me explain what this is and why I'm using it. So several years ago I received a letter from my local GPs. They ask everyone who hits 35 to come in to have some standard blood tests to make sure that people are on the right track, so that as we're getting older we don't get too unhealthy. The test results demonstrated that I was going in the wrong direction when it came to my cholesterol and that I needed to make a few lifestyle changes in order to get back on track. After getting those test results, I changed the way I ate, so I started using the Gusto boxes, which I've previously reviewed, to give me nice, fresh, healthy meals rather than just shoving something in the oven, and I've started going to a boot camp class. A year or so ago, I decided I should be checking up to see if these changes had a positive impact, and that's when I came across Thriva. So Thriva is a home testing kit which allows you to draw a sample of blood, send it off to their lab and receive your results along with personalised recommendation. Thriva is set up to be a subscription service, which means you can track your results over time. You don't need to worry about reordering the boxes, and you can also cancel at any point as well if you find that you're not interested in using it. The packaging is brilliant. I love this packaging. You open one side, both sides pull out, and you'll see there's 3 sections. You've got instructions and then all the various bits you're going to need to use this. Instructions are very easy to follow. You're going to need to fast for at least 8 hours. That basically means do the test in the morning when you get up. They provide everything in the packaging for you, as well as the instructions. You've got the collection, you've got lancets, you've got swabs, and you've got plasters as well. So everything you need to get this done. You may have to collect 2 tubes depending on the amount of tests you've chosen. This is my very first use of Thriva, and amazingly this was exactly 1 year ago today. So I'm editing this on the 14th of July, and this actually happened on the 14th of July, and I made a right mess of my first attempt. So this is quite funny for me to watch now a year later, because I know how to do it now. But this is the little lancets that you use. These little blue things pierce your skin. You push it against your skin and they basically puncture your skin so that you can bleed out. You use your non-dominant hand, simply press it to it. It's a slight uncomfortable feeling. It's not too bad though. I think the first time you do it you won't really know what to expect, so it doesn't bother you, but then following that you know it's going to pinch a little bit. Push it in, it'll go click, and then you'll start to bleed. Now I hadn't realised quite how much I was going to bleed, and you can see I made a right mess of this. I was dripping all over the place trying to get the blood into the little vials. I ended up with it all over my hands. It was pretty much like the scene of a horror film by the time I'd finished. The collection vials have a mark on them to let you know how much you have to fill up, and you get multiple lancets to allow you to pierce several fingers if you need to fill up a couple of tubes, or if for some reason you don't get enough blood out of a single finger. This was the very first time I did it. I learned from my mistakes and I've got much better at it now. I can do it pretty quickly now. It's simply a matter of piercing the finger and getting ready, and then just dab the first little bit off, and then the blood flows out very freely straight into the tube. You fill that up, it takes a few minutes, then you have to label everything up, pop it into the return envelope. You have to do this little turny thing just to get all the blood mixing with whatever's in the vial, pop it in the free post envelope, put it in the post, and the results come through incredibly quickly. Pretty much if I posted this on a Thursday, I'd have my results by Friday night. So here we go onto the Thriva website. This is where you'll get your results. You'll get a text message and an email to let you know the results are ready. The latest tests and results are in. You can see we've got some information from a doctor tell me that I need to continue to improve my diet and exercise regime. Let's have a look at the full results. So scrolling down you can see it tests for quite a wide range and gives you very easy to use information. So green down, good, neutral staying the same. Scrolling down, you see I'm generally in the good range, which I'm very pleased around. So here we go, results is low. I need to do something around this, so I'll come back and take a look at that in a minute. Vitamin D is sufficient, but it's gone down a little bit. And focus areas, so exercise, continue with your good level of exercise, and you can get some more info on diet improvements. So it's a really nice, easy to understand set of results. You know, this is quite complicated stuff, but they break it down, they explain what each thing means. You can about the results if you want to get more, and you can see over the last year it's gone up a little bit, it's now heading down again, which is good. And this actually tracks with my weight. If I showed you the weight tracking I've got, you'd see Christmas time goes up and then starts to come down again. So I just need to watch that moving forwards. So at the bottom, you've got more tests. Of course, these all cost a little bit of extra money. The reason I haven't gone with these is because I've previously had them done and they were all fine. So I'm now reducing the amount of tests that get done for me to focus on the areas that I know I need to focus on. If we scroll down, you can see results trend. Again, you see spike over Christmas. You've got to be really careful with this kind of stuff. There's cholesterol going down, so you can see it. See, I'm getting there. I'm getting there. I've got more things to do. The reason there's only one is because on these particular tests, I did one test to start with, which was the super mega test that included everything. Going down, you see we can see the previous tests, and every time I've had notes from doctors to help me understand what's going on and what I need to focus on. Just a quick look around the rest of the website. So those are the results. You've got the test section, you've got to personalize, so you can see it costs me £53, but I can remove any of these tests that I no longer want. And you can add on extra tests, £5, £17. You see they vary in price, totally up to you which ones that you want doing. And if you go to manage subscriptions, you can see that I've got it set to every 3 months, but you can manage that and you can change the test frequency. So I'm doing it every 3 months because I think that's good for me to keep track, but you could have it 6 months, 12 months, or every month. It's totally up to you how much you want to be tested. So as you can see, I've still got some work to do to get my levels back to where they should be. I'm afraid that just cutting out chocolate and crisps hasn't done it. I'm really gonna have to cut down on things like pizza. If you think this would be something useful to yourself, I can give you 50% off your first test using my referral link below. If you do sign up and place an order, I will get £10 credit towards my next test. So thank you very much. You'll help me keep fit and healthy by signing up via my special link. Thriva is very easy to use. Looking back at the early attempt, I did make a bit of a mess of it. There was blood everywhere, but actually if you just make sure you've prepared properly, have some kitchen roll to hand, get everything set up, and maybe have someone nearby in case you want someone to grab something for you. It's actually, once you've done it once, it's dead easy to use. It really doesn't hurt. You end up with a little pinprick on your finger. Just have a plaster on that for a day. After that, it is absolutely fine. I hope you found this short video useful. If you haven't already, click subscribe, join my tech tribe, and I'll see you on the next video.